right, day 16, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and this was a good day. It was a real good day. We started off Sunday morning, and we had our Sunday morning shenanigans, and I'll tell you what, there's really something powerful when you have a group that really gets along with each other. There's really something powerful when you have a group, that team that sticks together no matter what. It's really powerful when you have a group that jokes around together, and that's what Sunday morning was all about for us, all the way until the sun started shining brightly, and it was a beautiful march. But then it was just nice to just mess around with each other, and it's like, don't take ourselves too seriously, and even if we kind of like press each other's buttons sometimes, it's like, let's not hold a grudge, let's drop it, let's drop it as soon as we have it, and I think that's something powerful, and that's what we're doing, it's like, of course, when you live with somebody and you're close with somebody for this long, and you're in such tight corners, and your decisions that you make are all have to be consensus upon, you're gonna hit some hurdles, Yet it doesn't stop us. If anything, it makes us stronger when we're able to do that and have fun in doing it. You know what I mean? And that's what it's been like. That's what yesterday was like. Day 16 was just like that. Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's a big college town. They have Middle Tennessee State University, MTSU, and we had no idea where we were gonna stay, and we had no idea what was gonna happen. We just knew that we were gonna enter into a college town, and we were gonna press our luck. Let's see what happens. And along this march, we were able to take off some of these sweaters and some of our winter clothes and start putting on our spring and summer clothes here. And I'm telling you what, man, it's like we can feel it. We understand that this American spring is about to happen here. It's gonna be big. When this weather gets better, people are gonna come out in droves. They are, And one of the things that I was thinking about though on day 16 was I was grateful that I was clean. I'm not sure if you know or not, but I got clean in 2005. I went to rehab in 2005, and haven't had a drink or a drug since. And it's given me so much strength, and it's given me so much understanding of other people that might be going through that same situation. So if people are coming through withdrawals and I see that and I get to embrace it instead of pushing them away and seeing the personality traits that I saw in myself when I was out there running and gunning, instead of pushing that away, I'm embracing it. I'm saying, let me be a pillar of strength for you, And I think it's wonderful to be that sort of opportunity. It's wonderful to be that on the other side of the fence, And it's like I really believe, like, even in this movement, that's what we're doing. We were on this side of the fence. We were sheep. And then we woke up to the fact that there's a revolution going on. There's a movement going on, and it's called Occupy. And we're taking it, and we're grabbing a hold of it, and we're taking it to something to another level that, unless we were a part of it, it wouldn't have happened. I really believe that. So we were at a McDonald's it was around 3 o'clock. We had marched into Murfreesboro, and we're at a McDonald's, and we were doing all the contacts that we knew. We're calling all the contacts that we knew, and nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, Darren actually got a hold of somebody through a mutual friend that was occupying Murfreesboro, and he ended up coming out to McDonald's and picking up all our bags. And he lived like 2 miles away, so we ended up marching to his house, to his apartment, and it was a shared apartment. It was like a dormitory almost. We had 4 other roommates, and we occupied his living room. We had a live stream session and everything like that. But what was cool was we used this social media as our tool belt. We used it to its potential. We started chatting with someone that was a mutual friend on Facebook. And from there, we opened up a line of communication that would not have happened. There was dialogue that started that would not have happened unless we had Facebook, unless we had Twitter, unless we had a website, And I look at it like, this is good. This is really good. This is evidence of how strong we are becoming, and how quick things can happen. 2:45, we didn't know where we were going to stay. At 3 o'clock, we had someone driving over and picking up our bags, that we have never met before, and it gave Joe an opportunity to be a part of the movement, as he already was, but to give back even more, and it was an opportunity for everyone involved to kind of share, teach, and learn from each other, and I think that's what is so critical with this movement. I mean, just imagine if the civil rights movement in the 60s and 70s had this form of communication. I mean, they had letters that they had to send. They had telephone calls they could make. But it wasn't as instantaneous as Wikipedia or Google or going on your phone and finding the directions, and it's so instant. This is the best time to be living in right now. I believe that. And as we were marching from the McDonald's to Joe's apartment here, the thing that was overcoming me was the fact that the students are our future. The students are our future. What we instill to our students is what they're going to grow up to be the future leaders of this world, And I think it's really important that we realize that, that if they are really the leaders of this world, we got to make sure that we're feeding and nurturing that spirit. We got to create an environment where that's going to be fertile. If not, if we leave it up to their own devices, that's not what we want to do. We want to create something that's bigger and greater than us, Students are the future, and I can't help but keep thinking that maybe that's what I need to be doing. I need to be reaching out to these students, even more than I'm doing. And I know that that's going to come into play here real soon. I can feel it. This movement cannot sustain itself without the student structure, without the foundation. And I'm going to say it right now. The students are part of that foundation, They're part of that concrete that we need, that solid, firm footing, And Murfreesboro, Tennessee, headed to Laverne, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee right after that. Occupy Nashville's rocking and rolling. I know they're getting evicted soon, yet we're going to stand in solidarity with them. And not only that, they're prepared. They know what they're going to do next. That means we're on top of this, That means we're stout, We know what we're doing here. Don't believe what the media tells you. Believe what the citizen journalists are putting out into the world, We can get our news from anywhere right now. And I'm saying, there's some real stuff going on right now, even in Syria, and I'll tell you what, let's use all these tools for our benefit, and let's see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say. Day 16, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Love you guys.